Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball. And here's Cruyff. Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Ukraine finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Neymar. Lizarazu. And it's Piqué. That's Thuram. Vitinha. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff goes steaming forward. Played in. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Roberto Carlos. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Neymar. Foot in. Ukraine upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Van Basten. And this is Pele. Lizarazu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Thuram. Cruyff. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Ronaldinho. There's a shot! They've scored! Ukraine are level. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vitinha, and he's found a way past. That's tidy. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught napping. And one more try! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona take the lead. Oh, Red, nice interception. Van Dijk. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Luis Suarez. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 11, Johan
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Van Basten.
2 added minutes has been
Gattuso.
indicated.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a good run down the left. He's got away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're straight back at it. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Pelé. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic made a good run there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Roberto Carlos. Back when it goes. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Nicely worked. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Decent chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 5.
We have got changes here from
Number
both sides,
10.
in fact.
Messi.
Barcelona
Number
blast
18.
themselves into a 3-goal
Ronaldinho.
lead.
Number 20.
In into the middle.
Xavi.
Defending
Number
of the
14.
desperate variety.
Cannavaro.
He's on it. Can he get away? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Batistuta. Number 11. Raul. Number 19. Schneider. Number 13. Rijkaard.
Barcelona
Number
perhaps
3.
contemplating their next change here.
Substitution.
Belling always looking for that half a chance. It's not an especially good pass, that. And here's Bellingham. Lizarazu. Now it's Bellingham. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. And this is Van Basten. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, well played. And he's cut it out. Not the most convincing of passes.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
And the shot! Great football, shot and save.
Ukraine really are good at what they're doing.
Oh, what a mistake! Batistuta finds himself offside. And that has left him in a heap. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. It's a searching pass. Always onto this. Del Piero! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a decent clearance.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! Played out towards the right wing. Roberto Carlos delivers. Thuram getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Looking for the run. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gattuso. Vitinha. Bellingham. That's a throw. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gets a good foot in there. Roberto Carlos. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This is Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time added on. That's that, the end. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness,
And we
ruthlessness,
come to you now with a
relentlessness.
quick request for support for our world
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones.
Shapes to shoot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. Played into space out wide. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. And it's Makalele. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Pedri. Played out wide. Delivers the ball.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lizarazu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, what a... He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And again! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Climbs up big, and he's following up. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
This is their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. NAC Breda have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Played in by Barella.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He has found the way through. Chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball, and he's in here. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Makaleli has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Barella. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Now it's Mbappe. Turns back here, probably the best option. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pedri. Barella. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. He's a sharp little ball here. Tomori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It'll be a throw-in. Nuno Mendes and Bastoni.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well read, nice interception. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And right on half-time, that is telling. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfoot.
And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start in the second half.
Please use parking
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. That gets things going for the second half. Can he get on the end of this? Great vision. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Lizarazu. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. And it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Lizarazu. And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pass is just off target. Now it's Yamal. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement. Aims beyond the defence. He's onside. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tomori plays it long. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? No, he wasn't going to let him past. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Breda really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's been played through. Bellingham going about things with real menace. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shoots!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Pedri. Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. That is a great pick out. Cruyff! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Lahm. Now it's Vieri. Diogo Dalot puts his foot on the gas.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he shoots! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
All strife! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Added time.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe is onto this. Lam. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive
And now,
moment.
I'd just like to read out our fan club members.
Thrilling,
who are celebrating
nail-biting,
their
perhaps
birthdays
frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. That's been cut out, well played. Otto. There's a sharp little ball here. And this is Mohamed Salah! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Oh, easy pickings there. Showing great feet there. And it's Otto. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Del Piero. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
That has ended up in no man's land. Gullit. Gravenberch. And this is Rui Costa. He's had a shot! That's really well cleared. That's a good run he's making there. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gullit cuts it out. Thuram. And it's Gravenberch. And it's Luis Suarez. Nicely spread. That is lovely. Rui Costa going face to face with his great rival. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Owen might just make this. Makaleli is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And this is Luis Suarez. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Fabinho gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Just too high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Gullit. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Makaleli looking for the run. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Odo. Odo looks to get on the end of this. Mohamed Salah. Chance to deliver. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Los niños que estén interesados en echar una mano como recogepelotas pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Owen looking to get on the end of this. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that's well seen too.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. It is a corner, good chance.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's following up! That's a half-decent try. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gullit, played out wide. Crosses it in. Too long, and over the line. Mohamed Salah. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's been played through. That looks a good ball through. There's the shot! Cannavaro gets good distance on it. We expected better, and so did he. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That has been cut short. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Now he's off and running. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Odo. Ambrosini. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, Messi. El dorsal 7, Owen. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 23,
And they've got a
Amraoui.
throw.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, Sneijder. El dorsal 18,
Cannavaro. There's the
Cavani.
crossfield ball.
El dorsal
That's
4,
alert and
el
sharp
dorsal
and very
14.
well played.
Cambio de jugadores.
Great ball, and he's in here. Gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
To Roberto. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a threatening ball. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hops for safety. Lahm. Can he get it through? Oh, it's played into the area. That's a decent clearance. Kike with the slide tackle there. Short changes him with that pass. Great vision. Oh, that's neat.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Michel Platini. And here's Cavani. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pelé. He's picked his way through. Pelé. Straight chance! Oh, taken with style. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely weighted ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are...
Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has not gone well. Bellingham. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Ibrahimovic.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Heerenveen certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lahm. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's Rui Costa. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. He is through here. Oh, look at the shapes to shoot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Ronaldinho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Seedorf. And here's it's Ibrahimovic! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Probing pass. This looks promising, and he's certainly onside here. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Looking for the run. And this is Rui Costa. And he's quick to get it clear again. Heerenveen look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Gattuso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Here comes the cross. Short changes him with that pass. He's gone for goal! Roberto Carlos. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Seedorf. Pele. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Nagatomo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. Costa Curta. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Pele. Now, can they get him away?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Vitinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Pele. And he was quick to react. Cannavaro. Now Mbappe. Gattuso. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Pele. Rui Costa. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Lam. He's got away. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ronaldinho. Cruyff quietly revving up. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Seedorf. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos, played into the box. Here comes another, he gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. No, that was never going to make it. Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. Gattuso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Strong running down that left flank. Nagatomo promptly onto that, and that is that. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. And Vieri! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Heerenveen are looking to go forward now. Pele gets into a good position. Aimed in towards... There's the shot! Goal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. A 1-0 lead established.
Coming on the field.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Number 41. Esteban.
Cruyff
Substitution in
here's
progress.
onto this. Lahm receives it in a good position here. Takes aim and crosses. Only partially clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Heerenveen are desperately trying to regain the momentum, and they've certainly upped the supply.
Drilled in low. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 10, Pele. Coming on the field, number 9, Suarez. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Heerenveen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Turns back here, probably the best option. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Tries to pass it through. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Pele! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, that's well seen too. Lahm. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Vieri. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gravenberg.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ibrahimovic. And this is Cruyff. No way through, so back it comes. Lahm delivers. Oh, what a climb! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
You all to kindly stay seated during the
How
match.
do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Y en Sao Paulo.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Ibrahimovic playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Piqué spots it and intercepts. Rui Costa looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Played back in. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro. He's found Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's Rui Costa! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Piqué. Looking to play him in. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And it's Rui Costa. Mbappe receives it. Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's there to get it away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival, Rijkaard. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's clever. Now there's a fine ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bellingham. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Rui Costa. Cruyff. Crosses it in. Cleared without hesitation. Still goalless at the moment. Odo. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
In with the challenge. And the through ball. Can he get onto this? Now he's got space here. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, played right into his path. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rui Costa. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lizarazu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Ibrahimovic! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Takes a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Makaleli.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Lizarazu. Lizarazu. No, he's not getting his way this time. Lizarazu has been caught there. It's a foul. So a chance here. What can they make of it? So a genuine chance to increase the lead. A really close save, and the last action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Bellingham. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is great defending, so alert.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. Tries to pass it through.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the...
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Not the most convincing of passes. Bellingham. Cruyff. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Now it's Van Basten. Vitinha bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Rui Costa. Mbappe! Rui Costa.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Rui Costa. It's a good run down the right. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, there's a probing ball. Goes looking wide. And now the breakaway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 21, Ibrahimovic, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por...
Barcelona
el
do
dorsal
have
23,
options available on the bench
el dorsal
if they want to
13,
go that way.
El dorsal 22.
Oh, it's a
el
promising
dorsal
build-up, this.
24.
Plenty of really
Cambio de
nice passing.
jugadores.
Vieri knocks it out wide. Brilliantly cut out. De Jong into the last quarter of an hour. Pele is the key defender on that occasion. Bellingham. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pele can so cleverly... It's Pele! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. De Jong has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Oh, well measured. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is a truly outstanding save. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Lizarazu. Raul. No, that was never going to make it. That ended up in no man's land. Edmilson. Here's Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice interception, well timed. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that has not gone well. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through? Played out to the right. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And he's in on great chance! That's a half-decent try.
Alexander-Arnold is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Thuram. And Yamal. He has found the way through. He's being urged to shoot. Yamal. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. And it's made its way to him.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played out towards the right wing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now there's a fine ball. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. Lahm. And this is Pele. Turns and goes back. That has been slung wide. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Pele! Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Konate, Makalele with the slide tackle there. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Wriggles his way through, threads one in. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Pedri. Rijkaard. Pelé. And it's De Bruyne. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Neymar, and this is Messi. And Messi! Just a fraction high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Pedri. Nuno Mendes. Passing is crisp and sharp. The message is clear, none shall pass. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to play it through. Mbappe. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Good ball, good take. And he's managed... Yamal! Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neymar. Now it's Messi. And the counter is on. Now then. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Stood up well to him there. Pelé. A heavy challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Now it's Messi. Swung over.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a sharp pass. Out towards the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Barcelona gifted a massive chance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Bayern,
El dorsal
in the
20,
context of the game, he
Neymar.
must save it.
El dorsal 15, Messi. El dorsal 9. El
Should have
dorsal
put that one
19.
away.
Vieri really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to
El
regret that.
dorsal 18.
Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide.
El dorsal 7.
The most accurate pass.
El dorsal 22.
Keep calm and carry
El
on.
dorsal
That's the
4.
job in a nutshell now.
Fabio Cannavaro. Cambio de jugadores.
And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Cannavaro did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. The ball has bounced loose now. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. Wirtz. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Del Piero. Gravenberg. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Gattuso. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Wirtz.
descuento.
Played in. He's got full. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pinches it off him. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Lahm claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. Like, being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pelé! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Makaleli. Lizarazu. Decent progress down the left. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Messi. Barcelona are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Bastoni and Adams. Griezmann. Quarter of an hour played. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cut it out.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Pelé. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he's worked it through. He's found the way through. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Real chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make it.
He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Griezmann clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Messi. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Jorginho. In again. Oh, that's a fine interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. Jorginho is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Not the most accurate pass. Del Piero. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front.
And a chance!
They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? There will be a throw-in. Maldini can get it clear. Hit into the middle. Now this could be a chance.
Shot a goal!
Oh, he's been this time, surely!
Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
En el minuto 39, el dorsal 19.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely weighted ball. Vitinha, Makaleli. And here's Del
Habrá
Piero.
2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Messi. Spread out to the left. Del Piero. Maldini. Now it's Puskás. Threads one in. That is good strength. Turns and goes back. Vitinha. And there's the end of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Buena suerte a todos. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Here we
El
go
dorsal
again.
18, Piqué. Será reemplazado
Neymar,
por
of course, a
el dorsal
dribbler of
23.
outlandish ability. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He decides to cross it. Puskás driving for... And Puskás! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Puskás actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's shifting through the gears here. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Brilliantly cut out. Thinks.
Mbappe! And it's in!
What an incredible feat! A legendary feat! 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter.
Oh no, this does not look good. Maldini. That pass has been well intercepted.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Puskás.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Del Piero. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina.